Courtney, welcome in.
Thank you.
So today I wanted to bring you in to do a quick consultation before we start your procedure. So I wanted to get to know you a little bit better. What made you wanted to do lip blush?
Sure. Well, I have several friends that have gotten it and it looks super cute.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of injections. I want something very natural, not overpowering.
Yeah.
And I really liked how it looked. I think just the fact of not having to put lipstick on every day is very appealing to me. So yeah, that's what kind of brought me here.
Okay, so for the end results, do you care more about like the definition or specific color that you wanted to achieve?
Definitely. I mean, I want my lips to look a little fuller, and I just don't want to overpower them. I want it to look natural. I'm kind of going for maybe like a soft pink, something rosy, something that will look natural, but at the same time, I want it to be noticeable.
Okay, that sounds great. So for permanent makeup, it can actually give you that really natural look, and some people don't understand or have never done permanent makeup can have this false narrative that it can be like you stuck with this one color. It's like wearing a lipstick. It's not like that. As you can see, I actually have lip blush on my lips. So this is very natural. I don't have any color right now on my lips. It's just clear gloss. So what you're looking into at the end of the day is this kind of result. But of course, you can have different color shades applied to your lips. So we can create the definition and symmetry to your lips. So those are the benefits of lip blushing. And just like you said, it can give you the appearance of a fuller lips. However, it's not going to, on the volume, increase the size of your lips, but it can definitely enhance and make your lips appear bigger. And that's one of the most appealing advantages of lip blushing, I would say. And in terms of color, I would highly encourage you to maybe give me a picture because what you see in the bottle, it can heal really differently on your lips, and it can you know, alter with your undertone of your lips and your skin color, and it can appear differently. So with my experience, I can definitely suggest you, if you show me what color that you want to end up with, and based on that we can choose a color to do your lip blush.
Perfect. How long does it take to heal?
So it's a great question. So healing time, I would say there's two big main part, right? So within the first week, we call it quote unquote downtime. So this is the time that you're gonna experience a lot of peeling, dryness. Some people might peel significantly, and some people just experience a lot of dryness. But regardless, you have to apply the ointment that I give you religiously. Never leave your lips dry within this first week. And after that, you will feel like your lips are completely healed after the 1 week, right? But pigments are still settling and developing within your skin. And this time period can go on anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, right? So it's really important for you to like be patient, because during this time, one morning you might wake up and feel like your lips are like a lot more intense than what you want it to be, and sometimes you wake up, you feel like the color is almost like all fade away, but it's just all different stages of this pigment developing in your skin. And you know, you just have to wait out this whole 4 to 6 weeks to see the eventual like a result. So once the pigments settle, it will give you this like a really tinted, beautifully natural color. And after 8 weeks later, I will highly encourage you to come in for a quick touch-up, and that way we can secure results for a little longer. Just because, keep in mind, we apply the pigments like stroke by stroke, layer by layer with hand, so sometimes unevenness can happen. So this is just an opportunity for us to make the work even better in 8 weeks. And then after that, if you want any like, you know, 12 to 18 months, you can come in for an annual touch-up to keep your results like fresh.
How long does it last if I wasn't to get a touch-up?
So permanent makeup, normally it lasts anywhere from 2 to 5 years depending on the artist's skill set, and also every person retains the ink differently. It is a permanent makeup, so some people can retain the color for a very, very long time. Even if it fades, you can still have the residue of some colors, right? So having that fresh, like a touch-up is really going to benefit you in the long run. So That's just how kind of like it works.
Yours look great, so I mean, I'm all for it.
That's great. So before we start the procedure, do you have any additional questions?
Is it going to be very painful?
Yes, that's actually one of the most commonly asked questions, right? Pain. So I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not pain-free, painless at all. So especially with my technique, I tend to not numb my clients before I break the first layer of skin. This is just to give you a better result, better retention, because once we apply the numbing cream before we break the skin, it tends to make your skin really rigid, and it's hard for the ink to implant into your skin more effectively. So for that reason, I always tell my clients, unless you have extremely sensitive, just low pain tolerance, let me know. Then in that case, I can definitely apply the numbing cream beforehand, and I will just do my best that way. But if you can tolerate it on the first round, it's not that painful. It's just more like scratching like your lips with your nails, that kind of sensation. And then quickly after I break the skin, I will apply numbing gel, and it will give you more long-lasting pain relief. And a lot of my clients actually fall asleep during the treatment, believe it or not. Yeah, 90 to 95% of the clients, a lot of the times they can actually fall asleep during the treatment. It is not painful. However, if you work on the lips for too long of hours, it can start becoming sore, but we constantly apply numbing during the treatment. So to sum it up, it is tiny bit painful at the beginning if you can tolerate it, and then afterwards with the numbing cream, it's not painful at all.
Are my lips going to be swollen afterward?
Yes, everybody swell up right after the treatment, but how much you're going to swell up is very, very different, because we're putting needle on your lip tissue for hours on end. Of course, swelling is going to occur, but this is going to subside within 24 hours. In some cases, some people can get rid of the swelling within just a couple of hours. So it really depends. The longest it could last is just 48 hours, but not more than that. But the swelling is very temporary.
So I'm not going to have like fish lips when I leave.
Hopefully not at this stage in my career. Yeah, no.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and in some cases you might experience a lot more swelling compared to others. So for instance, like people have a lot of lip filler, right? That can cause you to swallow a little bit more, and some people just have really active lymph nodes, and like they start producing more lymph, this liquid, and it can swell up really fast. But it just all depends. But at this point in my career, I feel like I have really good control in my technique, and most of my clients don't swallow up too much.
Okay, great.
Okay, so we have basically talked about everything that Courtney wanted to know about lip blushing, and then next thing that I wanted to do is just inform her about pre and post care instruction, and also to talk about the contraindication of this procedure. This procedure is technically a cosmetic tattooing. It is a cosmetic procedure. However, not everybody is qualified to do permanent makeup. So there are certain contraindication can disqualify you from the service, right? So I'm just gonna ask you a series of questions, and you can just answer me. So I'm just gonna put it on the screen, all the contraindication for this procedure, and I don't want to share Courtney's medical information in public, so we're gonna skip that. We're not gonna talk about it on camera, but I'm going to post all the contraindications so you can see if you are going to be a candidate for this procedure or not. So before coming into this procedure, it's really important for you to follow a couple of instructions. The first thing is to moisturize your lips like 24 hours prior to your appointment, and especially in the night prior to your appointment, wear like an overnight mask. And before you do that, if you feel like your lips are dry, make sure you gently exfoliate. And sometimes when I mention exfoliation to my clients, and sometimes they want to have a good result and they start rubbing their lips really hard, and they can end up creating this like a, how should I say it, like a
chapped lips?
Not chapped lips, like crack, like they break the skin, right? You want to avoid that at any cost. So just gentle exfoliation, and then afterwards you can wear like an overnight mask before coming to your appointment.
Do you have recommendations on what products to use for that?
Not necessarily specific recommendation, but I do wanted to tell you to avoid certain products. So for example, you wanted to avoid Vaseline, like the petroleum jelly.
That's what I was thinking to use.
No. So this is a common misconception, right? People think petroleum jelly can actually help to moisturize your lips. So it's just going to lay on the top to create this barrier. And so it's not actually going to moisturize your lips. So I would recommend you to maybe like use Aquaphor if you have it.
Okay.
And Aquaphor lip balms, those are all like perfect options before you use that. Or if there's certain more like a moisturizing lip products that you are used to using, then you're more than welcome to use that. But just try to avoid petroleum jelly.
Okay.
Okay. If you come into your appointment with really dry lips, so what ends up happening is that the needle can't break into your skin. Therefore, your skin is not going to retain color on that specific spot. So a lot of the times that touch-up appointment is just have to be mandatory at that point. So having to have like a really moisturized lips is very important. Okay. And then another thing is any kind of caffeine in your system can increase your pain sensitivity. So 24 hours leading up to your appointment, if you can avoid drinking coffee or a lot of like energy drinks that have high caffeine content, I want you to avoid that. And no alcohol at least 48 hours prior to your appointment.
I'm just kidding.
So you're thinking about, how about my wine?
Yeah.
So it's okay, just like 48 hours. If you can avoid it a week prior to your appointment, that's even better, because alcohol can make your blood thinner, and therefore during the treatment it can cause like more intensive bleeding. So if you can avoid it, that's definitely going to help the process. Okay. So I guess that's everything that I wanted to cover during the consultation with Courtney. And next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly sketch her lips, and this way she can be able to see how I'm going to create the definition and see if she's going to approve the shape. And this step is not necessary during the consultation, especially if you're doing the consultation on a separate day from your actual appointment. But this is just to give her an idea. And also at this point, I do the sketching pretty quick, so I'm not going to waste a lot of time. So I guess we're going to do a quick sketching.
Sounds good.
Okay. Like a big smile. Try to like tug your lips tiny bit, not too much. Smile. Smile for me. Okay. Relax your lips.